Home Minister Amit Shah holds an all-party meeting, visits parts of the strife-torn Manipur during his 3-day visit there. But a huge challenge ahead for the government. NDTV brings you a heart-rending look at the devastation in the state. 11 international sports persons from Manipur, including Olympic medal winner Mirabai Chanu, have written to the Home Minister urging him to solve the Manipur crisis, else they will return their awards and medals in protest. Ace wrestlers have halted their plan to immerse their medals in the Ganga after farm leader Naresh Tekait intervened and took away their medals. Now a 5-day deadline for the government to take action against Brijbhushan Singh. The BJP plans a mega outreach to mark 9 years of the Modi government. Top leaders to hold 51 rallies to highlight achievements and all-out effort after the Karnataka defeat. The Delhi police say Sahil, the 20-year-old man who stabbed his former girlfriend 22 times, has shown no remorse after he was arrested. He says that she deserved it. She had ignored him. The government finds there were no lapses in the high-profile Cheetah project after the deaths of 6 cheetahs, 3 adults and 3 cubs in just 2 months at the Kuno Park in Madhya Pradesh. Let's get to the latest on the wrestlers' protest, and there were dramatic scenes today on the banks of the Ganga. Ace wrestlers of the country, Sakshi Malik, Bajrang Punia and Vinesh Fogart were in Haridwar today to immerse their Olympic and Commonwealth Games medals in the Ganga after their month-long protest. But now, after the intervention of farmer leader Naresh Tekait, they have called off the plan for now. In fact, they arrived there at 6 p.m. just as planned, but then there were emotional scenes. They broke down and they sat on the banks as a huge crowd gathered there and asked them not to submerge their medals. Tekait, after arriving, took the medals from the wrestlers and has sought 5 days' time for action against the Wrestling Federation chief and BJP MP Brijbhushan Singh, who has been accused of sexual harassment. So the dramatic, in fact, this decision of the wrestlers to submerge their medals in the Ganga came after the Delhi police crackdown on the champions, which shocked the country. So for the moment, their plan to immerse their medals has been called off. So why is the government not intervening even as the country's top wrestlers have caught the eyeballs with their dramatic protests, which is being reported internationally as well? NDTV's Megha spoke to sources close to the government to understand why.
While the government's completely tight-lipped on the wrestlers' protest, sources close to the government are asking a few questions and also stating a few facts. First, why was a complaint not registered earlier if the alleged incident happened about a decade ago? In fact, they go on to say that the Delhi police has already registered 2 cases against Brijbhushan, as was demanded by the wrestlers, and the probe is still on in that case. But despite that, the protest of the wrestlers have not ended. These are the questions that are being asked. But apart from that, sources are also telling us that from the time the wrestlers started their protest, their agitation, this time, a second time in April, they have been given all permission that they sought for. They were allowed to sit in Jantar Mantar, which is a prohibited area, for about 38 days. It's still continuing. And despite the demand in the FIR being met, the protesters are not ready to leave that place. In fact, they went ahead and, took out candle marches in India Gate, in the Gurudwara area of central Delhi, in Connaught Place. They were not stopped by Delhi police, but the Delhi police actually had to intervene at a time when they were breaching the security and wanted to march towards the new parliament this Sunday, when section 144 prohibiting people crowding in one place was already in that area. So they were not only breaching the rules but also going against this section 144 and violating the law. The wrestlers, of course, they have been saying that they have won medals and accolades for this country, and using that as one of the reasons to impress upon the fact that because they have brought medals back for India, their statements and their words should be taken as the final word, and on the basis of that, action should be taken against Brijbhushan Sharan. While sources close to the government say that law is the same for everybody and it won't be changed for one section of people, and however, the investigation which is happening happening as per the law. The Delhi police is carrying out the investigation, and the same legal system is applicable for everyone. No one is above the law. Finally, we are also been told that there are very senior officials in the sports ministry who have constantly been engaging with these wrestlers, the ones who are protesting, the ones who are supporting them since January, and assuring them that necessary actions will be taken, and yet the protest is still on.
All right, so that is the government's version, what sources are telling us on why they're not intervening in the wrestlers' protest. Now, in other news, the BJP has launched a massive outreach program, a Maha Sampark Abhiyan, from today, 30th May to 30th June, to take its 9-year report card to the people and talk about its achievements after the Karnataka loss, the BJP leaving no stone unturned and gearing up for the 2024 elections.
A month-long outreach program to mark Modi Sarkar's 9 years in office. BJP is launching a Maha Sampark Abhiyan from 30th May to 30th June to take its 9-year report card to the people of India. Prime Minister Modi will kickstart the program at a rally in Ajmer on Wednesday. There will be 51 rallies by top BJP leaders, apart from over 500 Jan Sabhas.
इस 9वें वर्ष पर एक महासंपर्क का कार्यक्रम शुरू किया है। इस महासंपर्क का आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी राजस्थान की धरती से, अजमेर से कल एक जनसभा के महासंपर्क से शुरू कर एक महारैली द्वारा शुभारंभ करेंगे, जिसके अंतर्गत 500 से अधिक लोकसभा स्तर पर सभाएं होंगी, 51 महारैलियां, 500 से अधिक सभाएं.
The BJP is also planning 600 press interactions across the country. The party plans to reach out to 5 lakh households through 144 clusters of 4 to 5 Lok Sabha constituencies each. 288 big leaders will be deployed in these clusters to interact with the people. The party aims this would be the biggest political outreach ever conducted in the country and in time ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections.
Now, after their massive win in Karnataka, the Congress focusing on other election-bound states, and after claiming they will get 150 seats in Madhya Pradesh, now the Congress sources say that veteran leader and former Chief Minister Kamal Nath will be the chief ministerial face for the party.
Months before the crucial state election in Madhya Pradesh, a clear pitch by the Congress, fresh off the Karnataka victory. According to sources, former CM and Congress veteran Kamal Nath will be the CM face of the party in the election.
हमारा डिस्कशन हुआ, लंबा चौड़ा डिस्कशन हुआ और हमारी इंटरनल असेसमेंट है कि 136 मिली कर्नाटक में. हमारा इंटरनल असेसमेंट है कि हमें एमपी में 150 मिलने जा रही है.
4.25 महीने बचे हैं चुनाव में, तो कैसी रणनीति बनाई जाए और आज मध्य प्रदेश का भविष्य कैसे सुरक्षित रखा जाए, इस पर चर्चा हुई. आज प्रश्न केवल कांग्रेस पार्टी का नहीं है, पर पूरे मध्य प्रदेश की भविष्य का है.
An official announcement about Kamal Nath is expected soon, say Congress sources, and so is the list of candidates for 70 seats where the party feels it is weak. A Haath Se Haath Jodo campaign will be launched soon, where party workers will reach every voter's house and interact with them. The BJP has not yet announced a CM face, and it is not clear whether it will make any such announcement ahead of the election.
मन के बहलाने को बाबा ख्याल अच्छा है. भारतीय जनता पार्टी मध्य प्रदेश में 200 से ज्यादा सीटें जीतेंगी. अब उनको ख्याली पुलाव पकाने हैं तो पकाते रहें.
In last assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh, Congress got more seats, but BJP got more vote share. It's not official, but as per sources, it will be Chief Minister versus ex-Chief Minister in 2023 assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh. In Bhopal with camera person Rizwan Khan, Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
Now, the latest on the brutal Delhi murder that was caught on camera while the accused Sahil has been sent to 2 days police custody. Police sources say he's shown absolutely no remorse for killing the 16-year-old girl who was allegedly his ex-girlfriend, who he stabbed 22 times. He was angry because she had broken up with him.
No remorse, no regrets. 20-year-old mechanic Sahil's confession to the Delhi police after stabbing a 16-year-old girl 22 times and then crushing her head with a rock in cold blood, in a case that has left the national capital in shock. He has been sent to 2 days in police custody by the court.
सारे एंगल सभी एस्पेक्ट्स पे थॉरोली इन्वेस्टिगेट हम लोग कर रहे हैं.
Sahil, an AC mechanic, has allegedly told the police that he killed his girlfriend in a fit of rage. Sahil has said that he was angry because the girl wanted to break up with him and that she had been ignoring him for the past few days. He also said that the girl had connected with her former boyfriend, who allegedly warned Sahil to stay away from the 16-year-old.
जिस समय पूरी वारदात हुई, क्या उस समय मौजूद थे? उस टाइम पे मैं नहीं था, सब यहाँ पे से जा चुके थे. मैं आया था बाद में. उस टाइम पे पुलिस वाले भी थे यहाँ पे जब मैं आया. हाँ जी. आपने उठाकर उसको एम्बुलेंस में डाला था. तो आया था तो उसको उठा के डाल दिया, कोई उठाने वाला ना था.
Sahil allegedly got rid of the murder weapon and his phone and took a bus to Bulandshahr in Uttar Pradesh, where he was hiding at his aunt's place. Demanding the strictest punishment for the accused, the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal announced compensation of 10 lakh rupees for the victim's family. BJP MP Hansraj Hans met the victim's family and gave them 1 lakh rupees. In New Delhi with Tanushri Pandey, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Now, news from Madhya Pradesh. And after the deaths of 6 cheetahs, part of the prestigious project to reintroduce the big cat in India, a central government probe has given a clean chit to those in charge, claiming there were no lapses at Kuno National Park. In the last 2 months, 3 adult cheetahs and 3 cubs have died. Anurag Dwari reports.
No lapses, claims the government, despite the death of 3 adult cheetahs and 3 cubs in just 2 months at the Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh, where a much-hyped pilot project to reintroduce the cheetah in India is on. This after Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav had a discussion regarding the cheetah project with MP Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan.
लेके आए हैं, उसमें अगर 50% चीता बचते हैं तो हमारा प्रोजेक्ट सक्सेसफुल है. क्योंकि वर्ल्ड ओवर के फिगर्स ये हैं कि चीते के जो शावक होते हैं उसमें 90% मोर्टेलिटी होती है.
But prominent wildlife experts have questioned the government's narrative. They feel otherwise.
ये तो मजाक हो गया रीइंट्रोडक्शन का. जब चीता जा रहा है, झांसी जा रहा है, कहां भी जा रहा है, देखो कहां जा रहा है, क्यों जा रहा है, समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. और जो विशेषज्ञ हैं वो इंडिपेंडेंट विशेषज्ञ से एक थिंक टैंक राउंड टेबल बनाइए, समस्या का ध्यान लगाइए.
The government has said a select number of officers and employees involved in the cheetah project will be sent for study tour to Namibia and South Africa. The Chief Minister also instructed the State Forest Department that necessary arrangements should be completed on a war footing in Gandhi Sagar Sanctuary for the alternative habitat for cheetahs. In Bhopal, with camera person Rizwan Khan and Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
Now, some good news on the issue of unemployment. The Ministry of Statistics data on labour has shown that urban unemployment rate has declined. Himanshu reports.
According to Ministry of Statistics data on labour, unemployment has decreased 8.2% in urban areas in January to March this year, compared to the same period last year, according to the National Sample Survey Office. During January to March 2022, unemployment rate in urban areas was 8.2%. It significantly decreased to 6.8% in January to March this year. Among men, unemployment is now 6% compared to 7.7% in the same period in 2022, while for women, it is still 9.2% compared to 10.1% in the same period in 2022. The NSSO's periodic labour force survey was conducted across the country and covered 44,982 urban families and 1,72,089 individuals. Economist Ved Jain says economic activities have increased significantly in recent months and employment opportunities are rising.
जो आंकड़े आए हैं उससे लगता तो है कि रोजगार की चुनौती कम हुई है, क्योंकि जो एक पीरियड पे 8.2 तक पहुंच गया था और वो घट के फिर 7.2 आया और अब 6.8 हो गया, तो फर्क तो बहुत पड़ा है। लेकिन ये मान के चलना पड़ेगा कि 6.8 भी अपने आप में देश के लिए ज़्यादा है, और जैसे हमारी इकोनॉमी ग्रो कर रही है तो हमें कोशिश करनी चाहिए इसे बिलो 5% लाने की।
Director of the Council of Social Development, Nityanand, says that though unemployment among women is up from what it was in October to December 2022, the current 9.2% is still a concern.
लगता तो है थोड़ा सा हम बाहर की तरफ आ रहा है, बट जो बता रहा था यंग में अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है, तो कुछ सवाल वहाँ बने हुए हैं। शायद हम लोग बाहर आ चुके हैं मोरलेस
आ चुके हैं। India remains among the fastest growing economies of the world. As economic sentiment improves and the growth prospects rise, the challenge on the employment front could further decline in the coming months. In Delhi with camera person Xavier, Himanshu Shekhar for NDTV.
Now, despite the central bank's red flag, unauthorized electronic trading platforms continue to exist. So do watch out. NDTV Sakshi Bajaj brings us the details.
You know that despite the Reserve Bank of India raising a red flag, unauthorized electronic trading platforms can easily be downloaded and are just a click away. That's right. Unauthorized electronic trading platforms, mostly domiciled overseas, are available for downloads despite being on the RBI's alert list. So how is this happening then? Now, experts believe this is due to the absence of takedown mandates to the app stores. Remember, the RBI in September 2022 and in February 2023 had cautioned the public against unauthorized forex trading platforms and issued an alert and of course a list of entities there which are neither authorized to deal in forex under the Foreign Exchange Management Act nor authorized to operate electronic trading platforms for forex transactions. The updated alert list in February, as you can see, included the names of these entities, platforms, websites even, which appear to be promoting unauthorized entities on electronic trading platforms, including advertisements of such unauthorized entities and claiming to, of course, be providing training or advisory services even. So the RBI stated that the alert list was not exhaustive and any entity not appearing in the alert list should not be assumed to be authorized by the RBI to deal in foreign exchange or operate electronic trading platforms for forex transactions. The authorization status of any individual or electronic trading platform can be ascertained from the list of authorized people and authorized electronic trading platforms available on the RBI's website only. Therefore, this comes as a fresh reminder for all to be cautious and to be aware of the norms being flouted.